Hi, today we're going to be solving systems by another method, elimination. We talked last time about substitution and how there's a small variety of options that a person can use when they are solving a system. So we've seen graphing, we've seen substitution, and today we're going to look at elimination. So let's get your name on your paper so that we always know that it's your work. So with substitution, we were replacing one piece of information with another one. They were substituting in. Here with elimination, we're going to get rid of a piece of information to help us out. But to do this, your equations really need to be set up in a particular way so you'll know when this is a doable thing. So you are looking for equations that are set up in the exact same order. That's the first thing that we need, that they are set up in the same order. And then secondly, when you add straight down, you need one of those variables to cancel itself out. So what do you need to cancel itself out? The same coefficient, one of them's positive, one of them's negative. So we're going to cancel out a variable that has the same coefficient but one is positive and the other is negative. All right. So that's our plan. That's our strategy. Let's look at how to go about using this plan. So let's look at exercise number 1. In exercise 1, we see these two equations are in the same order. X, Y equals number. X, Y equals number. So they're in the same order. That's great. Now we are looking for a variable that will cancel out. Same coefficient, but one's positive and the other is negative. So x's both have the same coefficient. This is a 1x and this is a 1x. That's great. But they're both positive. Let's look at my y's. My y's, this is a 1y and this is a 1y. And one of them is positive and the other one is negative. So this is really great. It's the y's that we're going to use to cancel out. So let's add straight down. 1x plus 1x. Hey, that's 2 x's. 1y minus 1y. Oh, those cancel. That's great. Equals 7 plus 3, 10. Awesome. Okay, so let's finish this out real quick. What do we do to solve for x? Get rid of the 2 by dividing. And thus, x is equal to 5. Wasn't that fast? Love that. That was so easy. So now that we found the x, let's go find the y. So you can pick either one of these equations that we started with. It does not matter which one we pick. And you want to pick the one that looks more friendly. So usually people think more friendly is no fractions, no negatives, if that's possible. Smaller numbers, if that's possible. So I would say that the first equation is more friendly, but if we do this correctly, then we'll get the same answer either way. So let's rewrite our first equation. And my x value of 5 is going to go right there for that x. So 5 plus y equals 7. Let's go solve for the y. How do you get rid of the 5? Yep, subtract it over. And as a result, y equals 2. Sweet. Let's write our final answer and call it a day on that particular exercise. Final answer, remember, is always x and then y. The x is a 5, the y is a 2. Ta-da! Done. Pretty nice. So elimination is really fast, provided your equations are in the same order when they get started. That's when you want to use this. Let's look at exercise 3. So in exercise 3, we have the same order, x, y equals number, x, y equals number. So great, they're in the same order. Let's look for a variable that has the same coefficient. This x is 1, this x is 3. Not the same. This y is 3, this y is 3. Okay, that's cool. Those are the same. But they're both negative. So I need one of them to be a positive. So we're going to adjust one of our equations to become positive. What can you multiply a negative by to turn it into a positive? A negative 1. So let's distribute a negative 1 through all of the first equation. Negative times a positive is a negative x. A negative times a negative is a positive 3y. A negative times a positive is a negative 27. Okay, so I have distributed this negative 1 through my entire top equation. And now let's bring down our second equation. It's just quietly waiting, being patient, wanting to know how it can get used to go solve. Okay, so I've got x, y equals number, x, y equals number. My y's both are 3s. One of them is a positive, the other is negative. We are good for business, go for launch. Let's add straight down. Negative 1x plus 3x's. What's negative 1 plus 3? 2x's. 3 minus 3, the y's cancel. Equals, hey, what's negative 27 plus 39? What's 39 minus 27? It's 12. And if you need to, go use your calculator. Don't get stuck on that. You can fix that. Let's go solve for x. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. X equals 6. Okay, we've done the hard part. Let's go solve for y. So the less scary equation to start with, I'm going to say, is probably the first one. It just has some smaller numbers. So let's rewrite how it was originally handed to us. It was originally handed to us as x minus 3y equals 27. This x is coming right there. That 6 is going right there, giving me 6 minus 3y equals 27. Let's go solve for y. Subtract 6 on both sides. Negative 3y equals, what is 27 minus 6? Yeah, it's 21. Divide by negative 3 on both sides. Y equals a positive divided by a negative. It's a negative. 21 divided by 3, 7. Hey, we're just about finished. I just need to write my final answer. Final answer, parentheses, x and y, 6 for the x, negative 7 for the y, and we are finished. Nice job. Why don't you pause the video and see if you can do number 2 and number 4. I will be very happy to help you if you need any help. All right, problem number 5. So we need to tell whether the system has one solution, infinite many solutions, no solutions, and this is very similar to what we did with substitution. We're looking for the same type of thing. We're just going to do this with elimination instead of with substitution. So in problem 5, x, y equals number, x, y equals number. Great, they're in the same order. Do either of my equations have the same coefficient in front of the variables? No, that stinks. So what do we want to try and get rid of? Why don't we try and get rid of the x? 2 times what would make us 6? Yeah, 3. But this is a positive 6, and I will need a negative 6. So this has to be a negative 3. All right, let's go distribute. Negative 3 times 2, negative 6x. Negative 3 times a negative 5y, positive 15y. Negative 3 times 17. You might need a calculator for that, or you might not. But either way, it's negative 51. All right, let's go write our second equation that's been patiently waiting for us. 6x minus 15y equals 51. Okay, they're ready to go eliminate. Let's see what happens. Negative 6, positive 6, that cancels. Nice. Hey, positive 15, negative 15. That cancels. What remains on the left side of my equal sign now? Yeah, not much, a 0. Negative 51, a positive 51. Hey, that equals 0. Hey, does 0 equal 0? Yes, it does. 0 life makes 0 life. That's sad, but it is a true statement. This is true, and as a result, when it's true, we have how many solutions? An infinite number of solutions. Done. There you go. Let's look at number 8 together. Exercise 8, I think, puts a lot of fear into people because we have fractions and we need to eliminate those fractions. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how far we even have to take this. I want to get rid of my x's again, but I want to get rid of my fractions too with those x's. Let's multiply this top equation times a negative 3. And I want to get rid of my fractions for the x on the denominator also. Let's multiply the bottom equation by a positive 2. That'll just help my x's to get out of the fraction land. Negative 3 times 1/3. It's just 3 divided by 3, so it's negative x. A negative times a positive is a negative. 3 times a half is 3/2 y. And then negative 3 times 0, it's just 0. Let's check out the second one. 2 times a half is positive 1x. A positive times a positive is a positive. And 2 times 1/5 is 2/5 y. 2 times 11/5, don't be scared, this is going to be really fast. It's 22/5. Now, you might be freaking out right now, which I don't blame you, but I want you to trust me, this is going to be okay. We see our x's cancel out. And then you're like, holy smokes, what am I going to do with these y's? Well, truthfully, your calculator can do that for you. Remember how we discussed control divide? Yeah, it still works for you. And you can put these fractions in there exactly as they are. And when you do that, you find out it's negative 11/10 y equals 22/5. Is this solvable? Yeah. Do I know what it is? No. Did it ask me for the solution? No. The instructions asked for how many solutions can I get? And we'll just write, this is solvable. Therefore, it has only one solution. And that's really all we want to know. So, see if you can go tackle number 6 and number 7. Pause the video and I will help you if you get stuck.